Thanks to the support as a channel member, Thomas Page. In our last 3 matches, we've won 6-4, won 3-2, and lost 6-4. I think there's probably going to be quite a lot of goals scored in total over the course of this season. And all of that means after 6 matches, we find ourselves in 5th place in the league, only 2 points behind Dubai Irish in the promotion spots, and with the joint top scorer, Mohamed Ahmad, although he did score 4 of those in 1 match, but Kamal Taha's the best player in the division. It's all starting to come together. But yeah, this is bananas, especially because we beat Elite Falcons, who were top of the table for a lot of last season, but then lost to Madanet, who at the time were bottom of the league and are an amateur side. So we are clearly entirely random when it comes to if we're going to be any good or not. As far as transfers are concerned, we only managed to bring in 1 more player before the transfer window closed. Salam Ali is a 19-year-old midfielder. He's primarily an attacking midfielder, but can also cover centre mid or that defensive midfield position. He's very good, and he was previously with us on loan before I arrived. He was probably here for those 3 matches when I first arrived at the club. I don't remember him because I wasn't really paying much attention when I first arrived, but he went and played in Division 1 last year off the back of his loan with us, and he's now back as a permanent player. So that is exciting stuff. I mean, he would have been 17 when he played those 21 games on loan for us previously. So he's quite good, isn't he? We're playing Sporty. In fact, today we play Sport Support, Sporty, and then we've got Sporting later. It's a very confusing league. So Sporty are the ones who are top of the league. Sport Support, who we play first, are in the relegation zone. So fingers crossed we can win this first one. And this is our team. It's Al Almeri in goal, Al Falassi at left back, Al Musabi, the 15-year-old who's now scored 2 goals for us already this season. He's not grown yet, alongside Mohamed, and then Mohamed at right back, Al Kabi, and another youngster we've promoted, Saif Abdullah, is 16. He was 15 when we promoted him, but we're getting the youngsters involved. He starts in midfield, and then we've got Ali and Taha behind Ahmad and Abaka. Those 4 are so far ahead of everyone else in the squad in terms of quality. That's why we're winning matches 6-4 and simultaneously losing matches 6-4. If we get a match where we can get the ball to the attackers more than our defenders have to try and defend, we score goals. We have absolutely nothing to offer defensively. We are just trying to outscore teams with our entirely superior front 4, which is, I mean, our front 4 is better than any back 4 in the division. They will score goals. They will get chances. We just need to hope, like I say, outscore the opposition. That's all it comes down to. And I mean, you can see here, I mean, the most advanced player on the pitch was the referee there, which, I mean, he's a little out of position currently, isn't he? He's only just made it into the half the ball's in. Good to see the refs are as good as the players at this level. But it really is just a case, as you can see, of lumping the ball over the top of our non-existent midfield, trying to find the 4 attackers. And then we've got the 6 defenders trying to stop the ball going in at this end and being responsible for the aforementioned lumping. And they occasionally come forward to get involved in a corner or something like that. And it is. I mean, it's very straightforward. There's not much finesse to our tactic, but they have sliced through us here, and luckily, their shot goes well wide. I mean, it looks like they were offside anyway. The linesman is waving his flag around, but this isn't ideal because we've not actually started particularly well today. Off the back of conceding 6 goals in our last match, we are struggling a little bit. But here is Ali with a free kick, and he hits the post. Oh, it's such a good free kick. Taha can't quite get it under control to keep the attack going, but that shows you what you get out of Salam Ali. He is pretty useful, and I'm fed up of seeing this message about playing Al Falassi in his more familiar position. How is it possible after me? I've been at the club a year and a half now. He has been training to play fullback the entire time. He's a natural wingback. How has he not figured out how to play as a wingback who starts 8 yards further back on the pitch? Because other than where he starts when we kick off, it is exactly the same position. I don't understand it. Sort it out, Football Manager. Don't worry about sorting it out. Just get a new game ready for us. Don't worry about fixing this one now. It's fine. I'll let you off. Taha's scored again. This man is in incredible form. I think he really likes having someone else up alongside him. So he was basically the pivot point, the focal point of the team last year, being the one attacking midfielder with the 2 main players ahead of him. It was basically solely his job to get the ball to the two attackers. Whereas now, with us changing up the way we do things, not only is he one of the four we're aiming at rather than the one aiming at the two, he's also got somebody helping him out with the grunt work in behind the strikers as well. And you can see it is the two attacking midfielders who've been the best two players on the pitch so far. And as it stands right now, we're up to third in the league, 2 points behind Sporty, who are top of the table, and we play Sporty next. So as of right now, there is a possibility we could be top of the league by the end of the episode. Don't get too carried away. We probably won't be, but the possibility is there. And that's a jolly nice situation to be in. And I thought we'd want a penalty there. We haven't. Al-Falassi puts it up in the air. Taha's fouled, and we do win the penalty this time. I mean, if Taha's not winning a header, there's definitely a foul involved. He is a big, meaty boy, and he doesn't miss his headers very often. And it's going to be Abaka to take the penalty to put us 2-0 up. And it looked straight at the goalkeeper. It wasn't a particularly good save, was it? And it remains 1-0. And now's the chance for Al-Musabi, our 15-year-old centre-back, to add to his tally for the season. The cross comes in. There is Al-Musabi, but he can't get a proper contact on it. And Sport support. Too many sports. They've got a corner. I don't like it. I don't know why. It's still instinct. Even after over a year here, it's still instinct on the 70th minute to look at the bench. And then I remember, and that's not ideal, because if we can't beat teams who are down in the relegation zone, we are going to struggle. What have we got on the bench? Still nothing. That's not ideal. Right. Let's offer some encouragement. The midfielders are tired. We've got 15 minutes to go and our midfielders are tired, so we need to make some changes. Our first choice centre mids are both injured, by the way. As you can see, Suleiman is just coming back from an injury. Ali, who was playing there, is still proper injured. So we don't really have midfielders to bring on. I mean, we could go to a back three, and it would allow us to push him forward, which he'll love. He can go forward. And then if we take off Abdullah as well, because he's also tired, we can bring Al-Hamadi on for him. And we can kind of do this. I mean, I don't know if this is a good plan or not, because it is completely changing into a system that we've never done before. Maybe make him a cover defender. I mean, it's probably a terrible idea, but it's the only, we haven't got any central midfielders to bring on. We didn't have much of a choice. So let's hope we can find a goal. Ali is now tied. It's another midfielder who's shattered. I mean, I guess just bring another striker on then. We just got to bring players on who can fit in somewhere. There you go. We get another striker on. He can play there and do that. And then, I mean, just at this point, it's getting silly. Who needs a midfield? I don't. I think midfields are pathetic. Let's see if that works. We're trying some things. I'm learning tactics. Taha's now tired. He's staying on. I'm not messing around with this anymore. We've got a back five and a front five. And we've drawn against a team we definitely should have beaten. And now we're playing against a team that we definitely should be losing against. So who knows what's going to happen. I don't understand this team. We are bananas. Trying to find Sporty FC on a map is proving to be quite challenging. I found Sporting Dubai Football Club, who seem to be in the same building. But then we've got Sporty FC Academy, who are showing on Google Maps, but seemingly in a warehouse. There doesn't seem to be any football pitches anywhere nearby. So I don't know. I mean, if we try and get down to street level, it might be an indoor football club. I mean, what is this? What does that say? No, that's a business centre. I don't know. What have we got at the end here? A restaurant and a bank and nothing that looks like a football pitch. So I don't know. We'll park the team bus around here somewhere. And I guess we've got like 8 usable players. If we split into groups of 2 and each one takes a point on the compass, And the first time somebody finds a football pitch, blow a whistle and we'll play there. That seems to be the only logical solution. This is apparently it. No, that's the laundromat laundry. I like the naming conventions. As far as the team goes, obviously we're making no changes because we have nobody to bring in. In fact, that's not even true. Suleiman's fit, so he comes in with Al-Kabi dropping down to the bench. But he's only fit to play 75 minutes, so must remember to take him off. Other than that, it is the same team that probably should have done better in that previous match. But we are incredibly unpredictable. We've beaten the Elite Falcons, who were great last year, and then couldn't beat Sports Support. So I don't really know. I don't have any real context clues as to whether or not we're any good or not. I imagine if we get a smashing here today and end up down in mid-table, that will start to give us a bit of an idea of where we actually stand. But we've got a corner here. It's Al Falassi to take. But he can hit a decent corner. He can't defend for toffee, but he can hit a decent corner. And Suleiman, the youngster, shoots from range. They're all youngsters. Shoots from range, but it goes flying over. And Sporty have already taken an injury. Hopefully, he was their key man who's gone off. And he was the reason they were top of the league. And it's going to be all precision all the time from this point on. We've survived the first half hour and the two teams look relatively evenly matched. I mean, we've barely had the ball. 27% possession. Really shows just how much we're leaning into this. Just if we get the ball, kick it up to the front four. If not, just try and stop them scoring. That is absolutely the tactic. And it's not a tactic that lends itself to us having a lot of possession. We have had 6 corners, though, only one of which was good enough to warrant a highlight. And that's a little bit of a shame because we've got Al Musabi, who's already proven he's good in the air. Taha, who's a big boy. You would think we would be a bit more of a threat from set pieces than we are demonstrating so far. I think I take a draw here today, by the way. We're away against the top of the league team. We take a draw. Ali hit the post with a free kick in the last game, and he's forced to save out of the keeper in this one. And sooner or later, he's going to score a free kick. That one was from a long, long way out. And it was a very good save from the goalkeeper. But Ali is going to score a screamer soon. It would be very nice if it happened in this match, but sooner or later, he's going to score an absolute wonder goal, and it's going to be goal of the season. Right, we need to take Suleiman off. He wasn't fit to play the full match, so Al-Kabi can come on for him. Otherwise, we make no changes. We're not going to do anything silly tactically because at the moment, we are not losing, and not losing is the best we could hope for today. It was a terrible attempt at a long throw, and we have got 1 defender against 4 attackers off the back of it. I mean, thankfully, they've been completely wasteful with it, but if we're going to try the long throws, we've got to at least throw them a long way and find one of our players because we've sent so many players forward there. We left 1 kid back, and luckily like I say, they didn't really know what to do because there was so many of them attacking. I guess they were all afraid of ending up offside. And ended up just walloping it and it going well wide. But they are camped out on the edge of our area here. That's a very good cross. And luckily the header just kind of loops up over the crossbar. But that was probably the best chance they've had in the entire game. We're into the final 10 minutes. What am I expecting to find here? No, they are still all rubbish. Let's just carry on. In fact, you know what? I'm not going to carry on. I'm going to bring Abdullah on at left back because he's not rubbish. And Al Falassi is having another nightmare game because he just refuses to play. I need to give up on him. They're all on non-contract. I could just release him. I'm just blinded by the 5 stars of current ability that he supposedly has. But as I've got no intention of ever playing with a back 5, he's kind of pointless to have around. I cannot believe in a video I've introed with there's going to be loads of goals, we've had a 1-1 draw and a 0-0 draw. The game is toying with me at this point, but importantly, we've faced one of the best teams in the league and we are still in contention. 4th in the league, only 3 points behind Dubai Irish. We're not getting relegated this year, no matter what the media tell you. There is not a chance we're getting relegated. Will we get promoted? Probably not. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.